People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back. Hello, everyone. My name is Webweaver, and welcome to another episode of my dog, was relaxing on the chair, and then the nanosecond that I start recording, she jumps off the chair, runs to the window, and now she's primed, ready to go, and we might be getting an Emmerdale at record-breaking pace. We're on pace for world record Emmerdale. It's true. Now, here's the thing. I don't want to be we're not doing a challenge. We'll do a challenge tomorrow. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. The problem is, though, I'll be real with you, chat, is that I'm kind of Debbie Downer pilled right now. I'm kind of like, a little bit, I've been in a bad mood on and off, mostly on a bad mood for I don't know, early November of last year. Wild stuff, right? Unpredictable stuff. But the thing is, here's the deal, right? Personally, some things have happened. And the thing is, when you are in a situation, speaking of a situation, let's be in a situation. When you're in a situation, it's not really, how do I put it? I don't want to say some, nonsense, I want to actually have some, thought behind these words. We'll do a little, give me a little random spell. Give me a little random spell. Ill-fated, huh? It's a little bit of a yikes, but basically, when you are in a situation in your real life, and there are things that are personally affecting you, and you're, day-to-day, I suppose, if it's a situation where it's not necessarily going to get better anytime soon, you can't really, hunker down and just, wait for it to get better, because it's, it's not gonna get better anytime soon, and it's not gonna, here's the thing, right? You are the one who needs to, A, make it better, and B, while it is your new normal, I guess, I'm being a little bit vague about this, but while it's your new normal, you do have to, I don't know why I took the dexterity plus doom, by the way, but when it's your new normal, you just kind of have to make that new normal as comfortable and as, good for yourself as you can, and so I think that, it wasn't, nice not recording videos, because I do like recording videos. It's, a normal part of my, nightly routine, I suppose. But, it didn't feel bad, but it didn't feel good, if that makes sense. What is she prowling over there for? But I am fine, it is what it is. It is what it is. And oh, encoding overloaded because of this nightmare rat? How dare you? How dare you? Don't you dare, you piece of crap. The thing is, I don't want to sympathy farm. I don't want to sympathy bait. Mostly just because, we've already done the Web is in a bad mood arc already, 3 or 4 times, which, listen, if we're being honest, that arc has never left, and it's just, that's just the new Web for, I don't know, if I'm hoping, 4 years, right? Right? I'm hoping 4 years, but, who knows at this rate? Who knows at this point? Probably a little bit longer, grits teeth. But, listen, well, I mean, I guess there is really no follow-up to that statement. You just gotta lock it in, It's just, you just gotta lock it in. You just gotta lock it in. You just gotta lock its look who it is in. And you gotta be ready. You just gotta be ready to do it. You gotta be locked in. You gotta be going. You gotta be doing it big, chat. You gotta be doing it big. It's true. It's real. Listen, one of my favorite little images that I've ever seen is the horrors persist, but so do we. And that's the banger, okay? That's the banger alert. You've gotten hit by the banger alert. Which, we all know it's look who it is, right? Get this shit out of here, mind wipe. Absolutely not. Illegal den, huh? We never unlocked the whatchamacallit. That's true. I'm getting hit with the truth nuke that Doom is going to be a progressive problem through every single run until I use the ritual candles to get the thing. But doing the challenges without them is kind of cracked, you know what I mean? Why on earth did I almost click something truly evil? Why on earth did I almost click that? What the hell is wrong with me? And what the hell is wrong with my watch? Hello? I have notifications disabled on this watch. Why the hell is it giving me notifications? How dare you? I'll just toggle it on and off and see what happens. Oh, I lost some stamina? Glug glug moment. Can I get a glug glug in the chat, please? Thank you. But yeah, no, we're back. I'm gonna try to get back on the regular recording schedule, and I mean the, like, ideal regular recording schedule, and not the nonsense that we've been doing recently. Listen, I love the Bazaar. I love the Bazaar. The Bazaar is wonderful. I love the Bazaar. Are we gonna do daily Bazaar videos again? If I can fit it in. If I can fit it in. If I can fit it in. For sure. Again, I love the Bazaar. It's very good. It's my game of the year for sure. Absolutely. Actually, I haven't played that new game that came out. I really want to play it. Is it in early access? I have it in my Steam cart. I have a couple of games in my Steam cart, and I want to do a Let's Play of both of them. It's Peripetia. It's like an immersive sim that I saw on Twitter, and I'm like, yo, this looks like this looks like it fucks. Like, it looks like it bangs. Like, this looks like everything that I would want from a video game. Like, oh my god, the aesthetic looks so cool. Like, Screenshot 9 on the Steam forums. Ugh. Screenshot 7's pretty good, too. It's just got the vibe, you know? And it's also got, like, some weird, like... Because it's obviously... Like, this is a Fallout inspiration, for sure. Of, like, what is it? Like, oh my god, it's Vault Boy, right? Am I insane? I haven't played Fallout in, like, 80 years. But it's got, like, a Vault Boy inspiration where, like, the main character has, like a Vault Girl chibi version of herself in the heads-up display. And that's really cute. I think that's really cute. This game looks like it's a banger. It's early access. No! No! But it's, like, people have said it's, like, I Divine Cybermancy, which, you know, absolutely based. You'll love to see it. But it looks like it's an absolute banger. What is the current state of the early access version? The current early access version includes 5 complete levels, each with major features implemented. Along with this, there are 2 bonus levels with their own modes. We may adjust the price upon full release, but the early access price will remain the same. I gotta get this shit, dude. I gotta get this shit ASAP. It looks beautiful. It looks perfect. Now, back to playing World of Horror. Now, I have a lot of anecdotes stored up, because it has been 4 days. And one of them is I've been watching a lot of competitive League recently, which has been detrimental to my sleep schedule. But, I've been getting into... Oh, hello! You're back from patrolling the window world? Also, I don't know if you can hear it, but this chair... this chair is breaking. I am going to die on this chair, dude! This chair is so scary! This chair is terrifying. Screw it, dude. We'll play around having, like, plus 8% on the horror meter that we otherwise wouldn't have. It'll be fun. It'll be fine. But, like, this chair is so terrifying. Like, it lost 2 screws... from where, I have no idea. I can't find. I've looked this chair up and down. I have no idea where it lost those screws from. I can't even see any exposed, like, screw holes besides the ones at the bottom that are still screwed in, right? And then, but just, like, progressively, the back of this chair keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And it keeps changing to where sometimes it's, like, stuck, like, leaning forward. And sometimes, like, right now it's stuck leaning backwards. And whenever I, like, shuffle around on the chair, like, I don't know if you can hear this, right? But when I shuffle around on the chair, it, like, shuffles too, which it's not supposed to do that. Like, something is not secure on this chair. This chair is scaring the shit out of me, man. Like, I picked up my dog and put her on the other chair, which, by the way, that chair broke and exploded as well. This chair is gonna break and explode as well. This chair is so terrifying, dude. I can't get a new chair right now, because there's other stuff that I need to buy that's on the priority list, but we might be doing a standing arc at some point, because this chair is not long for this world. I got scammed on Amazon, okay? It was Scamazon, absolutely. Have you ever seen that thing that they do? What's the shortest mystery here? I mean, Flood's pretty short if we just beeline it for the boss, but the problem is it's like, I don't think we can kill the boss. Like, we have Absorb. Like, Absorb's, like, pretty, we can't kill the boss in Flood, I'm sorry. We're gonna do Ramen. But, like, it was, like, Amazon... What's the Amazon day? Because it's, like, Amazon has, like, a day where it sells, like, a bunch of cheap things. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, am I talking crazy talk here? Or do the people know? Hello, you can't start barking now that you've made it back to the chair. That's inappropriate. But basically, it's like a Amazon day where they sell like a bunch of stuff. Oh my goodness, she's rumbling. She sees the monsters outside, the beasts. We're in Bloodborne right now. There's a lot of werewolves walking around outside. She's trying to pick a fight with something that's like taller than a car. It's like, that's not a good idea. You would get folded. You are not a hunter. You are not a junta who must hunt. But regardless, it was like a wire mesh chair, you know, like a mesh wire chair, and it was not on sale. It said it was $1,000 dues. Okay, it was 1,000 smacks. It was 1,000 big ones. It was just like, you know, it was a bag. It was a bag. It was worth 1,000K, okay, when it's not on sale. And what was it on sale for? $200. And I'm like, well, I don't know what's wrong with it, because there's probably something wrong with it if it's on sale for that much money, because there's no way it could be that good. But, like, if this chair is, like, secretly the value of, like, a $500 chair, or, like, a $400 chair, that would be better. That would be good. I need I could go for a $400, $500 chair right now, and it's just $200. And I bought it. And it was okay. It's, like, made of cheap plastic, but, you know, it's got that fiber mesh, it's got that wire mesh, you know, like the really fancy ones, the really expensive ones, like the Herman Millers, you know what I'm talking about, right? The, you know, like the $8,000, like, wire mesh chairs. It kind of is like that, but made out of cheap plastic and infinitely shittier. I don't know, we can just back out, that's fine. You know, that sort of thing. And I got this chair, it was $200, and I was like, okay, it's gonna suck to come back to this listing, and then it's gonna be... What are we doing next? We could go to the forest, the school... Because we could go into... I want to almost try to fish for, like, a spell that would help us kill the fertility idol. I'll do that, like, twice, I think. I'll do it one more time. I mean, that does it. We're going after the fertility idol after this one, chat. But basically, it's like, you know, I already knew that it was gonna be bad because, like, there's no way an $1,000 chair is getting sold for $200, right? Like, that was obviously always cap. But I was really hoping that it was something like where it's a $500 chair or a $400 chair, because that would be a more reasonable sale that's more realistic. But I got baited by it, I bought it, I got the chair, I assembled, well, I had a friend assemble it because I was busy doing something else. Yeah, I'm kind of a bitch, sorry about that. I know how to build a chair, I was just doing something else. And my friend offered, and he did it, okay? But, you know, the chair was built, and it was pretty shitty from, like, the moment I sat down on it, but I'm like, this is workable. You know, it's not, like, abysmally dog shit. Like, it's a workable piece of furniture. You know what I mean? It's a workable piece of furniture. It's a workable piece of furniture. And, you know, it's not gonna be the best thing of all time, Get absolutely styled on, kid. Get owned, tapeworm salary, man, you loser. I don't know why I'm so hostile today. But yeah, you know, it was fine. We get the chair, and it is fine. It's alright. It's pretty shitty, but I could sit on this for a few years easily. Because it's, like, not bad, you know? It's got the lumbar support. It's comfortable. It's completely alright, you know? It's a completely solid chair, and for $200, I think it's a little overpriced because the materials are so shitty. But, like, you know, assuming it doesn't fall apart. And then it started falling apart. It's fallen apart really fast. It's falling apart extraordinarily quickly. It's actually kind of embarrassing how, like, this chair is just, like, degrading in front of my eyes. And it's just like, what the hell, man? Like, the chair is a banger, for sure, if I didn't get scammed, and if it was priced appropriately, and if it was on actual sale. Because I go back to look at this chair's listing on Amazon, and do you know how much the chair is being sold for right now? Well, I don't know about right now, but like the last time I checked, like 5 months ago. The chair was being sold for $170, $160, and then it had like a coupon so you could get it for like $150, and it's like, that's $50 cheaper than what I bought it for. You stupid piece. I'm so dumb. You stupid piece. That's the OG right there. That's how you know, Chad. That's how you know it's a real one. That's how you know it's a certified World of Horror run. It absolutely is. But anyways, you know, this chair is falling apart, and it's like completely scaring me. Every time I sit in it, I think to myself, will this be the last time that I ever sit down? Hopefully, the last time I sit down on this chair, and I live to tell the tale, you know, and you get a funny anecdote, but I don't know, there's like a bunch of different mirror worlds where I'm dead from this chair, so, you know, it's a pretty scary chair. But listen, you know, sometimes you got other things to buy in life, sometimes you got other economic priorities, and it just is what it is. I don't know why I didn't dodge. I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't know why I didn't dodge, though. Like, it really doesn't matter. But it is what it is. Elusive, huh? I mean, it doesn't really. I mean, we're just gonna get all of our stats up. It's not even, like, worth doing. Because the Theologist is interesting, because that doesn't actually help us kill the boss any faster, but she's the only one that we're getting. He's the only one that we're getting? I don't remember who the Theologist is. I just remember that they provide me -1 damage against the fertility idol. So you know what that means? Absolutely. We're goated. We're absolutely goated, chat. I will be honest, though, y'all were originally gonna get one more World of Horror episode before I went AWOL for like 4 days, for the better part of a week. Oh, I'm sorry. I was recording a But Dad challenge, and my computer just died. And it was the first time, like, my computer just, like, shut off. It power cycled. It was really annoying. Pretty decent hit chance, by the way. It's actually not that bad. Now, remember, you still do have to block. Because... Alright, that's at least a little bit better. You still do have to block, because, one of these hits, and it's untelegraphed. I know it says you feel the urge to enter the water. That's not real. That's not the telegraph. One of these hits, which it should be either that one or the next one, so we're gonna block twice in a row, is the, like, you know, double damage, kills you for 8 health thing. So we probably just wanna... We're gonna block twice just to be sure. And then we're gonna go back to dodging. Because, like, there's no point in doing anything else. We can do an 80% chance. We can do a 90%er? Don't mind if I do. Take me to the freaking ball game, huh? Now, we'd like to make the 50%. I'd like to make the 50% at some point, but that's okay. We don't have to. It's alright. It's okay. We don't have to. It's a 90% chance. You're gonna do 1 even if you hit me. But yeah, you do have to be a little bit careful, because one of those does just kill you for, like, 80. Like, is charisma real, chat? Do we have folklore studies already? We do have folklore studies already, so this is we take knowledge here for sure. Now, there's nothing that gets us more charisma, by the way, unless we go pick up some allies. I mean, we could technically do that. There's no reason to glug glug. There's no reason to glug glug. Do we want to pick up allies? I don't really know why we would want to, though. Wordless Ward, we're going to take guaranteed damage. Metamorphosis, we're going to fight a boss. So I guess we'll just go here. I mean, we could just pick up some allies for free, I guess. Like, I'm not gonna go too crazy with it, I think. Oh, but it's EXP to do that, man. Hello, hi. Don't be a barkin'... Well, barkin' from, you know, Bazaar is cool, but don't be a barkin' Bobby. Don't be a barkin' Bobby. Don't do that. Anyways, we're just gonna put that on the downtown so that we take less damage when we inevitably fail this, because it's, you know, ill-fated. Yo! The greatest thing of all time. I can't believe we only had one downtown investigation, and now we're going into the seaside for 80 years, and then we're going into the mansion, and then we're going back to the seaside. That's, if you help them, you trip over, reveal, like, the fish heads, or if you, like, sorry, if you don't help them, because helping them and failing is you trip over, spill the fish heads. Hi! Hi. Yes, yes. You're gonna look at the screen now. You're banned from the other chair. You're on this chair now. Yep. You're looking at World of Horror. What do you think about that, you punk? What do you think about that, punk? You got World of Horror to watch. Is World of Horror not entertaining? What do you mean World of Horror is not entertaining? She's looking away from World of Horror. Can you believe this, chat? She's not a true wahhead? That's crazy. We're gonna die. Oh, we have Book of Gore, it's fine. We haven't even had to use Book of Gore yet, by the way. Just made us bold. But, what was I saying? Oh, I don't remember. Don't be a barkin' Bobby. Not this late at night, anyways. And not while I'm recording! It's so rude, it's so disrespectful. I can't believe she's not a real wahhead. Anyways, I completely lost my train of thought. That's fine, though. We're just chilling. It's just a chill little wah run, you know? Just having a good time. I'm not really, like, happy with this. And never mind, I'm completely content with this. You take bonus damage, huh? You're dead. We probably could have rethought that if I remembered that she, you know, takes bonus damage there. But are we gonna take Outdoorsman? I don't think we're taking Outdoorsman. I think. But we have a hospital mystery next, so it's like, yeah, we probably should. And then I don't know, we'll take like that. We do have quick thinking. We have quick thinking and whatchamacallit, escapee. So she has +3 dexterity right now. And we're still getting stuff like this. Like, okay, sure. Alright, you have to get dabbed on with throwing weapons. My dog is climbing on my hand right now. Good thing it is not the wah hand. It is the pet dog hand. Yeah, I think that's fair. This is a pretty scary enemy, you know? It's like a pretty terrifying guy. I mean, you know, this is just the turn for 2 turns, right? Or, alternatively, we can just kill. That's nice, too. I'll take that as well. Honestly, the combat's going pretty well right now. I can't really complain too much. We're gonna get dexterity to 8 for sure. I think, anyways. I mean... yeah, sure, why not? Like, our combat's fine, you know? We're oh my god, by leveling up dexterity, our dodge is faster too. I didn't even think about that. This is crazy. I normally ignore the other jury perks, because they kind of suck. But because it's like, oh my god, +2 dexterity, that's crazy. As you saw, we have +3 dexterity right now, and we still had to invest multiple points into dexterity to make that actually work. But, oh, this is interesting. I thought this was actually... for some reason, I thought this was Coma. But this is, no, this is Wordless Ward. Let her sleep, chat, just so that we can get a better threat level. It's 4 on the horror meter, but it's like, I don't know. We're at level 8 as Jury. It's fine. We can do that. Ooh, +6 on the horror meter is a little... I mean, there might not be a life or identity for you to steal. They're gonna have... You and the horror are gonna have a custody battle over Jury's skin. I don't really know how I feel about that. Only in Shiikawa, I guess. Only in Eldritch Horror, I suppose. Ow. Okay, she's climbing on my hand. Ow. Okay, we're back. We're so back. We're so here. I didn't even have to do like a cut or anything. It's just that she was climbing on my arm. And now she climbed off of my arm. And she's back on her own chair. But if she starts barking, she gets banned from that chair and she gets brought over to this chair. And then she gets held up, so she has to watch World of Horror for the, I don't know, 1,000th time. She was probably wondering where Wa was. She's so used to seeing that every day. I don't know, we'll just do like a block or something, it's fine. And then we can just do like a little bit of this, and then we're just chilling. And then you're dead. That's fine by me. No attack speed, by the way. That's just a solid 17 damage for free. We love to see it. Now, we could have gotten allies if we wanted to, but I think if you're going to get allies on Jury, you probably want to, you know... Oh, we're going to get horror metered right here? I'm so sorry, Jury. 07 is in the chat for Jury. She didn't deserve that. I don't know, we can just, like, take a nap or something. It's alright. It doesn't really do anything, but we can just chill. Hi! Oh no, is she barking again? Oh, no, no, no. But, you know, if you want to get allies as Jury, you probably do that after the horror catches you, because it's like, yeah... Are we on Goizo? We're on Ath-Yilazaf? I mean, I can just forget this shit if we die. I don't want to use Book of Gore if we don't have to. Because, like, Book of Gore has a benefit that people probably don't want you to know, okay? And there's a very specific benefit to Book of Gore. And that is that you can play in an insanely aggressive manner and not be punished, because if you do get punished, you have Book of Gore to fall back on. It's a very strong thing, just being able to play... I don't know why I did it like this, because we don't want a desperation turn 1, we want a block turn 1. So I don't know. It's fine, it doesn't matter. Now, you are weak to this, so we can do 18 damage instead of whatchamacallit, but, yeah, I think we can probably just brace again. We take 2, and then we just beat you to death with hammers. I think that's fine. Can't really complain about that. It feels pretty good. And the thing is, it's like, when you're looking at our lighthouse here, it's like, we've got 8 strength, 8 knowledge, 8 dex. Our stamina sucks, but bring it on. I think we're big chillin'. It's our sanity that we gotta worry about. I mean, we could worry about anything if we had Inzmasu look, but we don't have Inzmasu look, so who cares? We are big chillin'. We're big chillin'. You already know we're big chillin'. Alright, dexterity, strength, not on my watch. Second enemy, second mystery, ruh-roh. I don't think we're gonna pass that, chat. And then, you know, knowledge. So it's the whole freaking suite here for stamina damage, but we also have the homie. Do we have a Heart of Darkness? No, we don't. So, you know, homie, we don't have to worry about him. It's fine, we're all good. We're not taking any stamina damage, we can only take doom damage, we can only take sanity damage. But guess what? We're not even taking any sanity damage. We're big chillin'. We are big chillin'. I don't know, I'll save the competitive League of Legends anecdotes for later. I don't know, it's like Tapeworm Salaryman or something? I can't believe I got that right. It doesn't matter, but I can't believe I got it right. And then, for the second mystery, we were like ramen, right? Yeah, because we did eels first. I think, like, the problem is that, like, if you could, in theory, get school allies on Jury, they'd be very impactful, because they give you plus stats, and that's what Jury's lacking. The problem is that Jury lacks charisma. So, you'd be spending EXP. And if you're spending EXP, that's obviously pretty problematic because you want to scale your level of jury into infinity and beyond. So we'll continue with the challenges, I don't know, tomorrow, when I feel like it, whenever I want to, when the whim strikes me. And I'm not gonna say anything about the stuff that I'm recording, because guess what? Every time I say something, I don't do it, so... I cry every time. But you know what I will do? Actually, no, I don't have it set up. I was gonna do Pokidoku, but I'm not gonna mess around with the settings when I don't have a web capture thing. So, you know what? We'll do Pokidoku later. Oh shit. Oh no, I just did the thing. Stay safe out there, have a good one. And listen, you know, I probably should have put this at the end. I'm gonna reiterate a little bit of what I said at the start, which was probably a little bit awkward because I was trying to, like, you know, start a video, start a run, that sort of thing. But, like, here's the thing, right? I am, you know, I'm getting by. It's alright. I don't need any... This isn't leading into anything where it's like, give me your money, or anything like that, right? It's not leading into anything like that. It's not leading into, like, a GoFundMe or blah, blah, blah. It's not any of that stuff. It's just sometimes... You know, life is like a test of your reflexes, and you fail the reflex test, and it's like, oops. And then things get a little bit worse, and then things get a little bit more worse. And, you know, it just is what it is. You gotta just keep going, and that's all that you can do. And that's the only valid option, is just keep going, you know? So, you lock it in, and everything will turn out alright in the end. And if it's not alright, it ain't the end. But you know what is the end? This video. Because it does have to end at some point. So anyways, have a good one. Stay safe out there. I'll see you on the next episode of whatever you decide to watch next. There will hopefully be variety. I've recorded variety, but I'm not going to say what it is. Because I don't want to curse it. I don't want to do the curse. Still the worst advice that anyone's ever given me, by the way. Thank you, Andrew Yang. When you want to do something, tell everybody that you know about it, so that if you don't do it, you'll be embarrassed that you didn't do it. Thanks, buddy!